Okay.
They stopped for a few minutes.
You already filming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello, this is Mark from Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead Live.
You realize they're watching you scratch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm getting eat up. I told it's going to be realistic. It wasn't going to be fake.
All right, start again.
Hello, everybody. This is Mark from Cedar Creek Bottoms with Fireside Chats. Hope everyone's doing okay. Last week's been a very busy week. Spent 3 nights up on Creepy Mountain with my friend Pat Rance. We had some little things going on up there. Then Thursday through Sunday we were down on the Talladega National Forest at the Hollins Hunters Camp in the Hollins Wildlife Management Area, and had a very good camp out and met some good, nice folks. We'll go back to Creepy Mountain real quick. Pat had a few things go on. Maybe heard a wood knock. Very strange thing was he came in on a Saturday, went down to the lake on the club and unhooked his camper, went back up to what we call our clubhouse sign-in board to get some firewood I'd left there for him. When he come back, we had a little old sweet gum sapling bent over the road going down toward the lake. No wind that day, nothing going on, very beautiful day, so that was strange. Thumping noise. We were hearing a lot of thumping racket. I don't really recall in past research and going up on the club ever hearing what you call a thumping noise. This wasn't a sound that was something dropping in the water. This was down below the spillway in the woods. Right now the spillway is not even running because the lake's going down, because we're pretty much in a drought here in Alabama right now. So really don't know what that was. Now I talked to a couple of other researchers. They think maybe one was doing some chest thumping, or maybe thumping with his mouth. Don't know. We don't have grouse in this part of Alabama, so I don't think it was any grouse. I don't know what that was. It's just strange. Very strange. Heard a howl one night a couple of times back up toward one of the big ridges on the club, and Pat said one night that his dog got very nervous, so that was probably one coming up around his camper. In the video you'll see where we placed a couple more watermelons. And Pat put some little blue marbles there with the rocks. So we haven't touched it. I hadn't had a chance to go back and check it. Will this weekend. Go check and see, because I'd give it over a week sitting there. So maybe some of the watermelons will be gone. Maybe some of the marbles will be food with or something. Saturday night, after we had our meet up and everything there at the Hollins Hunters Camp, I carried Lori and Lauren's boyfriend Ryan up on the club. We got up there about 11, stayed maybe a little over an hour, and Lauren and Lori got zapped. So I didn't feel it, but I did listen to something on my hunter ears slipping up. You could hear the steps. So I'm pretty sure one was flipping around there, and then they both got, zapped. So, and Lori said it's the first time she'd ever been zapped up there on Creepy Mountain. All these years she'd been coming since 2009, and first time she'd ever got zapped. So we may have a new booger in charge, or we may have a juvenile just learning how to do that, which all of it's theory, never know. So I want to talk about the camp out a few minutes. We had a very good turnout for the camp out. Jonathan and Kristen done a very good job, and everybody's helped. Janelle, Lori, Lauren, Pat, everybody was real glad to see everybody, meet some people that I hadn't met before. Met Mr. Several different people. Flat Rock was there, Joe and Pat. Met Mr. Keith Bell. Let's see, just other people, and I was proud to see some of the locals show up. So a friend of mine I used to work with that's had some booger experiences, and some other locals that came in and told about some stuff that they had heard in the past, or their parents or stuff. So that was real good. I'm glad we had a good turnout. I'm gonna say we probably had close to, I wouldn't be scared to say, 50, 60 people Friday night. So it was, we all got up on top of a hill, built a fire, and just sit there and talked. And it was nice to meet everybody, nice to meet Connor. So that was pretty good, and got to meet some other people. Friday night we had another pretty good turnout, not as much as Friday night, but of course in Alabama, Auburn and Alabama was playing, so that's pretty much gonna kill everything. But we still had a good meet. Lori and Lauren went over their stuff with night callers, radio, and what happened to them. Lori talked about some of her past experiences, and Lauren talked about the upcoming Bigfooter researchers, which would be kids and younger people. So very good. Y'all go. We put these 2 videos on out this week where y'all can listen to them. So it turned out very good. We had a few things. There were a few howls happen. Usually with an outing or a meetup like that, you're not going to have very little activity. But we did end up having some activity. Heard some howls. A couple of people seen some eye shine in the bushes watching us. And then maybe Sunday morning, I got a glimpse of something going by my tent, the silhouette, and could hear the footsteps about 5 in the morning. A friend of mine was heading to work, so he got up a little before 5 and cranked up, was pulling off with his camper. And for some reason he stopped a second. And when he stopped, of course brake lights come on. His camper was kind of pointed toward my trailer, the back end of his camper. So when it lit up, the brake lights lit up my tent in that area. That's when I seen a silhouette go by and heard the steps, 4 or 5 steps. It was moved very quickly. A few minutes later, Miss Lori was down there in her tent and said her dog got very upset, not barking or nothing, just got very nervous and went to acting funny. So that's all around in that time. Once we got up that morning, I went to just asking people if was anybody up around 5 in the morning. Nobody said there wasn't. So I'm pretty sure we had one walk through camp. Of course, can't prove that, but so I know some people done some recording down there, so hopefully once they get to review their recordings, maybe we'll hear some stuff from that. So hope you enjoy the video with my friend Pat. I didn't get to interview him. He slipped off from me again, and I didn't get to interview some other people I wanted to, so over time I'll catch up with them. Keith and Marcia made it down, and I was glad to see them, and just had a good turnout. Enjoyed the fellowship, enjoyed meeting everybody. We had a good supper Saturday night, a potluck supper. It was very good. We had a couple more people get up and tell some experiences they had. And of course, Friday night there were some other people told some stuff. So Joe and Flat Rock and Pat and Connor, and then we had some other people tell some stuff there toward the end. So it was real interesting. Looking forward to doing it again. Jonathan will probably come out with a date pretty soon for the next one. I want to talk to him, maybe have us just, before we have another camp out, maybe just have a Saturday meetup somewhere, just for a few hours and, fellowship and talk. Maybe that's something we can get in the works, maybe for right at the first of the year or something. Just maybe a little meetup somewhere one Saturday evening at a park or something and just sit and talk a while. I think it's good that when we get together and do stuff like that, because we can bring different ideas and keep up with each other and what's going on. I think it'd be something good to do. So maybe that's something I can talk to him about. And we got several places close by that I probably could get. If it's real cold weather, I might could even get our town hall. We rent it out, and I might could, get that for a Saturday afternoon. That way we'd be out of the weather. And if any people wanted to come and talk about their experiences, but we'll see. We'll talk more about that, because I'd like to see Alabama come together. I mentioned the other night when I was talking to people that Alabama hasn't been tapped, and what I mean by that, we just don't get much stuff on Bigfoot. You don't hear Alabama mentioned much in Bigfoot, and this state's full of them. I mean, I know the BRFO has their website, and Gulf States Bigfoot has theirs, but there's tons of it that hadn't even been reported. I mean, there was tons of reports I got that I can't release because the people don't want me to release them. Mr. Tall had a bunch of them from Alabama that he couldn't release. I don't know how many that Mr. Mike Mullane and the late Mr. McDonald that had Alabama Bigfoot that lived over in Randolph County. So there's tons of, and there's other people in Alabama doing it too that I don't even know of, that I've never met. And a few years ago we had another guy that was doing a lot of stuff. He called himself Hawk. I think he passed away from cancer. So I know Alabama Bigfoot's been here one time, Finding Bigfoot's been here. And then a guy from out west, I can't remember his name, came here. And there's been a few more, but Alabama just ain't getting tapped, which might be a good thing. I don't know. A lot of states like Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Texas, California, all those, Ohio, they get a lot of attention. But I think Alabama is right there with them. And two things I go on that is we're at the end of the Appalachians, and number two, one of the most biodiversity states in the United States. That's why they call us North America's Amazon. And we got a lot of rural timberland. A lot of our farmland has reverted back to timber. A lot of timber companies own a lot of land in this state, and I mean there's just miles and miles and nothing but timber. A lot of water and a lot of wildlife. At one time we were one of the highest populations of whitetail. I think Texas was above us, and maybe one other state, I can't remember, but I think us and Mississippi run neck and neck. So we're number 3 or number 4. I don't know where we stand now. So I mean a lot of those play in, but I hope you enjoyed the video with with Pat, with us putting out the watermelons and the marbles. Next week we'll kind of get back on schedule. Of course, this will come out Friday. We're getting in that time of the year. The weather's getting cool. Activity should really start wrapping up some. But the problem is right now too, you got the deer hunters going in the woods getting their feed plots ready. I believe that's one reason Pat didn't have as much activity. Creepy Mountain's been real busy the last couple of weeks with people piling up, putting their stands up, their feeders in, cameras up, all that, road work. So I think we get on in fall once hunting season kind of calms down and the boogers figure out where people's are. they'll get back active. They know how to dodge those cameras, and they'll know where places to stay out of. Because you have to remember, most people is hunting on hunting clubs, hunting around a green patch or 50 yards off a road, so they know that. So they'll just like they've always have. I don't think this bunch leaves during the winter. I think they just know where to go because they know nobody's going to hunt this area. So activity here at the house is maybe starting to wrap back up a little bit. Rebecca last 2 nights has heard something carrying on about 3 in the morning. She did record it, some of it, but it was very faint. So we're just gonna have to, keep recording until we catch a lot of it. I know I still got some corn in the field and some other things, but I think they're probably, like me and a Bigfoot friend was talking the other day, Spencer, that they're probably switching the protein right about now. Some of the sounds Rebecca may have been hearing was them trying to herd deer up in here at night. I know one night we come in from town or something and there was 10 or 12 standing out here, deer. So I figured they do just like us humans. Some hide out in the woods and they have one come through making racket and push them a certain way, and maybe where they can come out and snatch one. So we'll see. We'll be keeping an eye on that. I don't know how this dry weather's really affecting everything. I know a lot of the branches on the club have about quit running. There's little potholes, so they got to have water. So some of those places would be a good place to watch right now. And to show you just what kind of drought we're in, I'm gonna ease the camera to my pond a minute. If this thing I turn, sorry about this. Hold on a second. There we go. And you can see that pond is dropped about, I probably done lost about 4 foot. So it's getting pretty dry here. Leaves are really starting to, I'm gonna ease it back this way because I'm waiting on one day to catch that boy right down there. He's gonna stick his head up above that tree that's down, which I gotta cut that tree up, but he gonna do it sooner or later. He gonna try that. I don't know what's going on with the camera. Sorry about this, people. Don't know what's going on here a minute. So hold on, shouldn't have moved the darn thing. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Hold on. We're just gonna leave it there. Y'all just bear with me, please, because I'm fixing to go ahead and cut this short. I hope everyone has a good upcoming weekend. Me and Rebecca's got a busy month coming up. I got to get this corn out of the field, but also I got to get in the woods more. I got to go finish setting up some of my stuff up on the club. We got a work day coming up this weekend, so maybe I'll see some signs somewhere. I'm gonna try to have my other phone with me where I can video in case I come across stuff. I'll get another recorder in here. I'm gonna get it up on the club and get it stationed up there somewhere at night time. So we'll see what we got coming. Well, like I said on the outing, I'm very, very pleased. Jonathan and everybody done a very good job. Enjoyed every minute of it. Look forward to it the next time. Look forward to my friend Pat coming back to the Creepy Mountain. I look forward to some other people that later on I'm gonna be able to carry up there here and there, because I want to share it with people. I want to share my knowledge, what I've learned and experiences with anybody. So, well, I'm gonna get off here and get to doing around till time to go to work. So I hope everyone has a good, safe weekend. Give us a like, a subscribe, share, hit that notification button, and give us a comment, and be sure to share with your friends. I like for this channel to grow, not for me really, but to hopefully more interactions start happening with the comments, and if you have a sighting or encounter and you don't know who to talk to. Like I said, I've gave my information how to get in contact with me. I'm not judgmental because I know anything's possible, and you know, we'll sit down and talk about it over the phone, or you can email me, however you want to do. You know, just let me know. Well, I'm gonna get off from here, and I'll see you next time. This is Mark from Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead with Fireside Chats. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
All right, start again.
This is Mark from Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead Life, Fireside Chats. We're back up here. We hadn't walked down there yet to see if the watermelons are gone, so we're fixing to walk. And if they are gone, I'm going to leave 2 more. And we're going to look at the rocks real quick. And my friend Pat's here. And later this week, he's going to do some stuff. So we'll see if anything happens. So let's walk down here real quick and see what we got. Sister, stay with me. Sister, don't be running off. Still there. One of the rocks is missing though. We had 4 rocks, correct?
Maybe.
We'll have to go back and look at the other video.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see if it fell off on the other side. Yep, there it is over on that log. See it? So nothing has touched this. So I'm gonna leave these other two in here. So for some reason they've been funny. That'll be good there too. I ain't gonna worry about it. But that one rock, something moved that, which could have been. I'm surprised a coon or something hadn't got into that. That is very strange. Pretty good trail right yonder. Somebody may have a ladder stand on down in that bottom in there. I don't know. We did notice something. They'll come up here a minute. Sister. Watch for a rattlesnake laying on the back side of these logs. It's where a snake likes to lay, right on the back side. Interesting. You know, last night this is where we seen the eye shine from. Was right in here. Something's been going over that log a lot, which could be any type of animal. That is strange. Something has been, which you could be doing like that, but something's been going that way some. Yeah, right in here last night's where that eye shine popped up a minute. Hard to tell if there's any disturbances besides that. Sister. Oh, I don't know. So our watermelons are still here. They're thinking this is a trick, in my opinion. So, I don't know.
We ain't been putting no watermelon.
They're right back over here. Come down that trail when you hang that.
Down at the end of
Yeah, there's a log down there. You'll see the rocks. One of the rocks has been moved, but that could have been a coon, a squirrel. So,
Rebecca.
yeah, I was showing that to her, and
Trail, you can see a trail right up to the end of these.
yeah,
Path right up to the end of this branch right
yeah,
up here. It's all beat down.
yeah, I seen that, and so
That's why they're coming up to check out who's up here.
yeah, it's a good fast escape route because they got all this mess hiding them. They can be off down there and gone
Oh yeah.
before you could think about it. And there's,
See where that log's been trampled on.
well, too, you can almost see a little trail
Over that way too.
going that way toward that. So I don't know.
And down this way.
And there's some just.
Trail. It's not a deer trail.
No, I don't think the deer would cross. What'd you say, babe?
I said, and down this way.
Yeah, I see that.
But you can see where something's been jumping up on that log and it's all tore up right there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, mainly right in there.
Yeah. And it lines up with the trail coming and going.
Yeah, it does. So something has definitely been using that.
It ain't deer or raccoon, that's for sure.
Yeah. Come on, babe, we'll go out right here. Unless you won't go all the way back out. Sister, come on back up here. Yeah, something's been using this, ain't no doubt about it.
Get through over there?
Yeah, we can get through right here. Yeah, here's where you can kind of tell where something went down through there.
Well, that's right about where that bee is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right in here is about where I seen it. My eyes last night was right about here.
Down that low or tall?
Look, maybe just a hair higher. Probably.
So it was like maybe right through this, between this branch and that one?
Well,
That window?
I'd say more like this right here.
Right in here?
Yeah. I would say more in that neck of the woods. That's interesting, though.
Yeah.
There is been some disturbances right in here.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean-
sure that's one's been coming up there so they can see who's over here. Can't, because they can hear us talking.
Right. That's a strange place for a turkey feather to be laying out over yonder in that little crevice. See that turkey feather over yonder?
No.
Or if he was flying and dropped it.
Yeah, he could have been flying or took off. And them rocks are slick. See that turkey feather right there?
You take off those.
See it? Is it
Oh,
a
no.
look,
Where am I looking?
look right there.
Oh, I see it now. I was looking up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't looking
It
in
is
the hole.
a strange place for a turkey feather. That don't mean nothing. I mean, could have took off flying and feather came out right there, but it is a weird spot for one. Don't mean nothing though. Yeah, something has went up and down right here some. You can tell there's like a, oh, man, I'll help you up through here. We don't break your neck. Let me get over here by this tree where I can hold this pine straw. Kind of step where I stepped, because I'll be done moved the slick stuff maybe. Come on up.
Go ahead.
Kind of show them.
Go.
Well,
Now, show them.
huh?
Show, oh, the trail.
Well, that one going that way too. You can tell where something's went up and down right here. See that kind of.
Mm-hmm.
See where that log's
Goes
been
both
messed
ways.
up.
Goes
Yeah.
right around there and that way and that way.
Yeah, it may not mean nothing, but something's been moving through here.
That's the log.
And I don't
messed
think a
up.
deer would actually come this direction. May be wrong though. You never know about them. It's a good place for a booger to sit right there and peek his head up and look at you.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as you look his way, he dart down. You never know he's there.
Yep.
Kind of follow me, okay? Sister, get up here. That's interesting. You can go ahead and shut it off for right now. We'll get down here and talk about it. That way we don't fall and break our neck going down this hill.
Yeah, with the pine straw, it gets a little slippery.
Something has been using this, and it may be a human.
Well, it almost looks like four-wheeler.
Well, this is the old four-wheeler trail.
Well, yeah, but you can still see there's two ruts.
But you can't get past right down there with a four-wheeler no more. So,
Oh,
yeah, well, you can't even go harder that way with a four-wheeler. So, I don't know.
huh.
That's what I told her a while ago. Somebody may have a tree stand back in here or something.
We're going this way?
You see that log right there with the,
Oh, right there.
yeah.
Okay.
See what I'm talking about? The four-wheeler trail's pretty much gone from here.
It doesn't continue that way anywhere?
Well, it does, but you can get right here until it kind of just quits.
Yeah, can't get
See,
past
nobody
them.
been across that in a while.
Yeah, I would have tore the
Kinda
bark off.
see that. So I don't know. Something's been moving in here.
Think I know who.
Well, we probably know who it is, but if you
You
want,
got three more.
yeah,
Looks
Yeah.
like
that's the ones.
looks like an ostrich nest.
Yeah, I added them last week, so we'll see what happens.
We'll put some marbles out.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple blue ones.
Yeah,
You
they
can
like
take 'em.
blue.
Take them if they want.
Let me see if I can cup it somehow.
Well, maybe I can balance them right up on there.
We'll see. You might could kind of cup them rocks and put them in there.
I don't know if that one will stay. Well, this one's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, I tell you what. Try this.
Put something behind it. Put a little piece of rock on top of that rock, so it don't roll.
Yeah.
Maybe something like this, just to balance it, like a little bumper. What do you think?
Yeah, that probably work. So you can come down in the morning.
Yeah.
See if any of them are gone. See if the rock. We had one rock. It was up here. It's been moved, so I left it be. Because I put 4 rocks here, so I don't know what knocked that rock off. Which could have been a coon, a squirrel. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Could have been the wind. Well, I guess it'd be pretty windy down here to move that little rock.
Watermelon, I do.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised even a coon or something
The
else.
deer didn't stomp one.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Maybe they're just suspicious that they've been over here. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we had one over here last night.
Yeah. And it may be them got thinking we're playing a trick or something. I don't know. And it may be like a lot of things where I've left it there for a month before they take it, you know.
Well,
I don't know. It's kind of weird. And I've looked for other things maybe being here out of place, but the last time we come in here, I told Rebecca something didn't look right, but I couldn't ever pinpoint it. Just something was different in here. But I don't know if a tree limb had fell or what it was, but I couldn't really see nothing.
you left all them eggs over there last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put a few marbles over there at the time too, but
Yeah.
and then when they left, we left. So
Right. Well, all that stuff that was left here went somewhere. Like even that ball that Janelle left, it disappeared. I don't now. Club member may have come through, picked it up.
kid seen it or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah. Now somebody recently cut these right up here, right?
Yeah, that's been a
those were-
while. That's been a little while.
I think it was still up above. It was still hanging up when I was here last.
Somebody may have come in here to get down in here to put a tree stand or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. Looked like they took some of this white oak with them.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it. And that might be the white oak over at the clubhouse. They got stacked up. But somebody definitely came in.
Somebody's cut these.
Yeah.
In here.
Yeah,
That's an old
originally
cut.
the trail used to go down through there.
Yeah.
And turn.
Yeah.
And then when all this stuff started blowing down and everything, and that little tornado come through that dike.
Yeah, it's been about what, 3 years, 4 years? 3 years?
Yeah, 3 or 4 years. So yeah, there's part of that white oak left right there. Over on this side.
Yeah. Look at your dog.
Sister, come here. Come here.
Sister,
Get up here.
She's after something.
Yeah, she may have been a squirrel. Come on, hey, here. Get up here. Back up here with us. Be supper for something tonight. Come on.
Yeah, she's Scooby's size.
Come on. You get a little big for your britches some days.
What we had last night, pork chop with chicken fingers.
Come on.
But
All right. Later on may get you. I was gonna say later on, if we hear something, we may turn your phone on. If it's got battery, and we might turn these mics on and see. Cause they picked up good a while ago. All right, baby, you can cut it off.